MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's the pivotal Game 5 of the World Series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Minnesota Twins. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, they're down 3-1, so it's do or die time now. That's not a good place to be, obviously, but we do see some teams play their best when their backs are up against the ropes. The key is to just take it one game at a time and not worry about how many more wins you need.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Minnesota Twins.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. Now a chance to look at the starting nine for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Mark DeRosa, how do they go about keeping this series alive?
A huge key I see for this lineup is they're going to have to make this defense work. They're not afraid to kick a baseball around. If they can put the ball in play and make this defense beat themselves, they don't even have to worry about running into a 3-run homer.
Elias gets the ball with a world championship on the line. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And this team's lucky enough to have their Gold Glover play shortstop, the captain of the infield, and the offense knows if the ball's hitting his direction, you could pretty much take the right-hand turn and go back to your dugout. Not only the routine ones, but the highlight reel ones as well.
St. Louis. Second baseman, number 0.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. Well, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Elias is a guy that's able to keep the bat off the ball. That's kind of the name of the game for a pitcher, and as a starter, it really helps him work deep into games.
Matty V, one of the toughest parts about scoring runs is bunching 3 or 4 hits together an inning, and that's one of the things this guy does really well. He's tough to hit, and he's really tough to get 3 or 4 hits off of. That's one of the reasons why he's one of the better pitchers.
The 1-2. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Soft liner to the right side, but no problem at first, and that's the first out.
Batting second here tonight, shortstop, Francisco Linder.
Here comes the first pitch. To the left side, but it's well fouled. Bases are empty, one man out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Griffiths moves over, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting third baseman, Chad Harris.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Chad Harris. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First offering on its way. And a curveball that time that broke too low. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
That's inside. 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And we're just getting started here in Minneapolis. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
First delivery to him on the way. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. The 1-0 is in there for strike one. Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Some managers treat the postseason as a time to be aggressive, and that's exactly the case here. They had the speed burner on the move, and it worked out nicely for him. Just got to drive him in now.
From the belt, the pitch. Looks at a changeup that catches the corner. Full count now, 3-2.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
Hit out towards second. Zobrist is there. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. Cards leave one. Tigers nothing. Twins coming to the plate. You're watching MLB Network. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Dero, what's the key if they want to be crowned World Series champs here tonight?
Well, Matt, the key for me to success for this lineup is they got to be willing to come through in big spots. They got to stick to the game plan. Somebody's going to have to get a knock with 2 outs and find a way to not leave base runners stranded.
Francisco Liriano has the ball for the 5th game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, give you the book on Francisco Liriano. Good 3-pitch mix. Fastball 94 to 95 miles an hour. Good straight changeup, and a slider he'll use to both lefties and righties. This is a lefty that could be a top-of-the-rotation guy.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And let's focus on the captain of the defense, Yadier Molina. Future Hall of Famer, ability to control a pitching staff and shut down the opposition's running game.
Leading off for the Twins, center fielder, and Ravil.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a bunt attempt here. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
Batting second, left fielder, number 30.
Up next for Minnesota, Liriano. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Savage ranges to his right. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting third.
And with 2 away now, let's take another look at our playoff brackets. And of course, the question on everybody's mind, will we crown a champion here tonight? The next Twin up, Thomas Hawk. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
2-0 now. Liriano, 33 years old. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
3-0 now.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over.
Twins are set down 1-2-3, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Yadier Molina.
Now here it comes. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Swing and a line drive. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Well, now you see how difficult it is to be a catcher. This ball is really smoked, gets all the way to the wall, D-Row, but he just doesn't have the foot speed to turn this into an extra base hit.
Yeah, his calling card is definitely not his ability to run the bases. It's for offense and massaging a pitching staff.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Molina aboard here at first with nobody out. Ready with the 0-2. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And he is in there. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Hey, two runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Here's Johnny Peralta now, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Peralta playing here in his age 34 season. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level.
Yeah, Matty, to play 14 years in the big leagues without question, I can't tell you what this guy's seen. Add in the minor league stops, he's seen every corner of this nation right here. He's been on buses, he's been on charter planes, he's seen every part of what baseball has to offer.
Batting eighth, left fielder, Chris Heisey.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Chris Heisey. From the stretch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
First and second now, one man out. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2 is taken. That's ball one. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit on the ground to third. He's got it. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Through an inning and a half. No score on MLB Network. Now the number 4 Minnesota hitter, number 61, ready to get his day at the plate started right here. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Whitting waits on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth, catcher, Joe Mauer.
First delivery to him on the way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball one. Bottom of the second here with no score. In there, 1-1. Mauer makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Linder comes up with it. Throw to first is in time as Mauer becomes out number 2.
Batting sixth, first baseman, Rich DeSalvo.
Stepping into the box, Rich DeSalvo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you can rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Now the 1-0. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. 2 complete, scoreless here on MLB Network. Here's Jackie Bradley now, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. Bradley, or JBJ as the initials read. He was selected in the 1st round back in 2011.
You know, I know this guy isn't the superstar everyone thought he was going to be when he was drafted in those high rounds, but he has had a solid big league career.
2 balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder. Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Zero. 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Now batting, second baseman, Nick Savage.
In now, Nick Savage. First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball in for a strike. Bradley gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he lays off for ball 1. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Runner's back. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble. Now the 2-1 is taken, ball 3.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
A runner at first with no outs here. Into center field, line drive, base hit. And he's safe.
Whoa, that ball was close, whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
In now, Francisco Linder, as he'll take a look at ball one. And they're runners at the corners now. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runners are at first and third with none out. Too high, and it's 3-0.
If he concedes the walk here, he's in real trouble of giving up a big inning. It's not all that bad yet, but dealing with the bases loaded will make it pretty tough to wiggle out of.
Three balls and a strike to the Cardinals shortstop.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
The 3-1. Strike two, swinging.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
Standing in now, Chad Harris.
The swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play.
Drew a base on balls his first time up. Pitch out, nothing doing. Third inning, no score to this point. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. On the ground to the left side. Played on the backhand. Only play is going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ball game.
Really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Mark McGwire, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set, and the pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Takes a curveball right on the corner. McGwire Just 21 years of age. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. 2 out here and a runner at second. Hard liner to center field. Oh, and he botches it. The relay. Throw to second, but he's in there as a run will score on the play as well.
That will drive a pitching coach crazy. He has the hitter down 0-2 in the count, and instead of making him chase at something off the plate, he grooves one that's driven down the line for a run-scoring double. Have to make better pitches on an 0-2 count.
Into the box, Yadier Molina, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. The 1-0 delivery. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Revere is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Twins nothing. Here's Ben Zobrist now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch on its way. Skied into very shallow right. Whitting moves over. 1 out.
Batting 8, right fielder, Lee Griffith.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. 1 out, nobody on. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And that's taken for a called strike 2.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Here's Jed Lowry now. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3 up, 3 down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball. Two out, nobody on. Oh, and 2 the count to Jed Lowry.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count, and now he has so many options to go to. I really couldn't tell you. It's a flip of the coin as to what he's going to throw right here.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Tried to change of pace with 2 strikes there, but it misses 1 and 2.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Down go the Twins in order. They trail it here 2-0. Striding in, Lionel Whitting. He reached on a single in his first try.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First offering on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. The windup and the 0-1. And a breaking ball stays outside. Hit hard toward the right side. And he is going to have extra bases to start the fourth. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so when he got the changeup, he was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
Into the box now, Johnny Peralta. This is line to left. Liriano is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The batter, left fielder, Chris Heisey.
Stepping into the box, Chris Heisey. Here's the first pitch to him. This is in the air out to left field. Liriano moves over, and that's the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Now batting, Jackie Bradley Jr. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
And that misses 1-1. Whitting stands at second with 2 gone. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
Here now the 2-2. A little bouncer. That winds up foul.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled away. Hit down the third baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And it's fouled away. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
3-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Twins nothing. Here's Ben Revere back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
And it's 1-1. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
That's a good pitch right there. But, you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your moneymakers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
This is pulled into right, and that's the first hit in this one for Minnesota.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
And will step off and fire to the bag. And he'll be back in standing up. In now, Liriano, as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the 0-1. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Stepping up to the plate, Thomas, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
Here's the first pitch to him. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike.
You're on the mound in this situation. You only have 2 options. You got to find a way to strike this next guy out or get him to ground into a double play.
From the belt, the pitch. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Now batting, number 61.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, number 61. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. A dive, but he's back. First pitch of the at-bat. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-0. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Whitting racing back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And the second run is in to score as they bounce back to tie it at 2.
Man, you can't hit it any better than that and keep it in the park. As we take a look here, you can see that it hits high off the wall. Almost a 3-run homer, but I'll have to be content with a 2 RBI double.
So here's Joe Mauer. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And this one misses again to Mauer. 2-0 now.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
The 2-0 on the way. It's a slider looked at and called a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Stepping in now, Rich DeSalvo, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the belt, the pitch. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Hit high and deep to right center. Whitting will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, and we are tied 2-2. Edwin Jackson, a right-handed reliever, standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Edwin Jackson.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Nick Savage. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line toward the alley in left center. And the leadoff man gone now to start the 5th.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Into the box, Francisco Linder. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. In the dirt. It's 3-0 now. In there, 3-1. Hit hard on the ground at first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Jeez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a one-out base runner.
Standing in now, Chad Harris. In there, now the throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there, and it's a tall task to throw him out stealing a bag, but he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good about that one.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
And I'll tell you, this is the last guy in the lineup you want to put on base for free. He's probably feeling a little salty after getting drilled, and he's got speed to burn, so look for him to try and make something happen out there.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mark McGuire. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he'll dive back in safely. He's set. Here it comes. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out, and the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here's Ben Zobrist now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make it 0 for 1 so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Now this is popped up, but Molina should have room behind the plate. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Digging in, Lee Griffiths. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First offering on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two and 0 now.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Here's Jed Lowry now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2. The 2-1 home is taken for strike 2.
I got to count 2-2.
Three and 2 now. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Looks like Liriano's got it working now, and we remain tied at 2 apiece. Now at the plate, Mark McGuire, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
Mark McGuire.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. Now the Twins are going to get a lefty up and throwing in the bullpen. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. One and 2, here it comes. And that misses 2-2.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now on 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Popped him up. DeSalvo has room in foul territory. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 4, catcher Yadier Molina.
Now to the plate, Yadier Molina. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive play.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
One out, nobody on. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it. In
now, Lionel Whitting, As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0 delivery. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Manny. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing I single could be all it takes to push a run across.
Molina, the runner at second with 1 away. And the changeup is way low that time. Drilled on the ground to short. And that's the second out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Johnny Peralta.
Here's Johnny Peralta now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball that just misses inside. 2 out here and a runner at second. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. Now the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. Here it is, the 3-0. Inside, he misses, ball 4.
Now batting, left fielder, Chris Heisey.
Striding into the box, Chris Heisey. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. First offering on its way. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1.
Man, the Redbirds, they've been struggling all game long. They've yet to been able to get that big hit. This is the time for the big hit for the Redbirds.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
2-0 count. The pitch down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he gets this fastball over. Back to 3-1 now. And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. The 3-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Zobrist has it. On to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. Cards strand a couple. Home half of the 6th inning coming up. Deadlocked at 2 apiece. Here's Ben Revere.
Leading off for the Twins, center fielder, Ben Revere.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And right back at it is Liriano as he gets ahead on the first pitch of the inning here. 0-1. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. The windup and the 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in the 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
Into the box now, Liriano, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. The 1-0 home. This one's down to third. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting
at the plate, Thomas. First pitch of the at-bat. Bounce toward the mound. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. It's on to the 7th now in game number 5. But before the inning gets underway, let's fill you in on what's happened with our game summary. Here's Jackie Bradley now.
Leading off for the Cardinals, center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Now the 1-1 pitch. Taking strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Stepping in now, Nick Savage. A ball and no strikes. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. Ranges to his left. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Linder.
So striding forward now, Francisco Linder. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First delivery to him on the way. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early 2 outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3, 4, 5 with no one on base next inning.
And he falls behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
The 1-2 gets him looking up around the letters. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Into the box now, number 61. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Number 61.
Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a slider.
Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. To 1-2 now.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
The 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Bradley is there. 1 away.
The captain, number 7, Joe Mauer.
So here's Joe Mauer. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now here's the pitch. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. And that's waved at and missed. 1-1. The 1-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that 2-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. And that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Into the box, Rich DeSalvo, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. That's to first. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down, and the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order. And this game is still tied at 2-2. Lester Oliveros has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Lester Oliveros.
So digging in now, Chad Harris has been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled off. Oliveros, the native of the Dominican Republic. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Not a lot of offense to go around, but a very tightly contested ball game. 2-2 our score here in the 8th, as it's starting to look more like one run may be enough to win this one. Ready for another chance? Mark McGuire. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a changeup over the outside corner.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. So 1-1. Misses for the second ball. 1 out, nobody on. Now here's a drive out to right center field. He's around first, heading for 2. Arms pumping, he's hustling for third. And he'll make it to third base safely with only 1 out as the go-ahead run.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will, and Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. Digging in and looking for more, Yadier Molina, and this is as pressure-filled a spot as one could imagine, with this World Series potentially hanging in the balance. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D-Roy. What the runner in scoring position, the sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Roy?
Yeah, right here you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
2 balls and a strike to Molina. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
In now, Lionel Whitting, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. The 0-1 on its way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. And a neck-high fastball that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. And we are tied 2-2. Kevin Segrist is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Kevin Segrist.
Now in the box, Ben Zobrist. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
Ben Zobrist.
First pitch on its way. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
Hey, I don't blame this guy right here. I would have took the first pitch myself. All you got is kneecaps and elbows coming at you.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Zobrist with a 1-2 count now. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. Cardinals are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. Stepping in, Lee Griffiths. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Now the 1-0 is lined into right center. Base hit. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here. Having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Jed Lowry comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. For the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And another snap throw to the bag. And the runner back. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Grounded down the third baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he'll just waste one there. 1-2.
You know, that almost works like a pitch out there. Maybe you get the guy to chase out of the zone, but at the very least, it gives the catcher something good to throw if the man on first is on the move.
The 1-2. Still 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. And there's his first base hit in this one. Throw into third. And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score.
Well, you can't go from first to third much faster than that, and Showtrack is demonstrating just how elite his speed is. There are only a small handful of guys that can get their top speed up into that territory. Eduardo Nunez will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 9, Eduardo Nunez.
Here's Ben Revere. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch is a called strike. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Really forcing the issue with that steal of second. They already had the guy on third, so now 2 runners in scoring position, and there aren't any force outs other than at first. Pretty good chance to drive in a pair right now.
And now after the stolen base, it looks as though the dugout wants to go ahead and put him on here to keep that double play in order with 1 away.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Liriano, as he's presented with the bases loaded situation in a tie ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that misses ball 1.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
The 1-0. It's back up the middle and into center field. 1 run is scored. They'll add a big insurance run here as the runner scores from second. It's 4-2.
Errors are going to happen even at this level, but you'd like to limit them to times when they don't hurt you too much. Well, so much for that. The error brings 2 runs across the plate, so that did really sting.
Standing in now, Thomas Hawk, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back in standing. As a look, now the pitch. Lays off the circle change there, a ball and a strike.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
And he misses again, ball 3. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
At the plate, number 61. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. And Seager starts him with a strike. short. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And they won't come close to getting him. He's in there at third.
That's why they call it a game of adjustments right there. The batter has to feel good about what he just did. Swung and missed at the first changeup, got it again, and was able to get himself a knock.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Joe Mauer will be the first to face him here as he'll stand in with 2 men in scoring position and only 1 away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now. Rich DeSalvo waits on deck. He's set. Here's the 3-0. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now batting, first baseman, Rich.
So striding in, Rich DeSalvo. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. From the stretch, push to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
First pitch coming, here it is. But tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. From the stretch. A ball and a strike. Drilled to first. Fielded cleanly. The second for 1. And good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1 double play, and the side is retired. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. We're on to the 9th now in game number 5. Minnesota leads this one 7-2. Back now in the Twin Cities for what remains of this production of baseball on MLB Network. Casey Fiend comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Casey Fiend.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Johnny Peralta. And obviously they'll need a 9th inning rally here if this series is going to make it to a game 6. Here's the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
At the plate, Chris Heisey. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. And there's ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
The batter, center fielder.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike. 2 out, nobody on. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. And there it is. It's all over. The Twins are the champions of baseball.
Well, they just clinched the World Series title in front of the home crowd, and no doubt about it, this town is going to be rocking and rolling tonight, just like this stadium is rocking right now as they celebrate something they'll remember forever. They are the World Series champions.
Back now on the show. It's all over, and you see the reactions there to the final out. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new World Champs.
Final line score for a ball game tonight. For the victorious Twins, 7 runs on 6 hits. 1 error. They left 4 men on base. For St. Louis, 2 runs, 7 hits. 1 error. They left 9 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 11 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Target Field, 40,000. A reminder that extra light rail trains to the Hiawatha Line and Central Corridor are available at the Targetville station located beyond Wright Field.